Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy today called for a complete rebuild of the nation's air traffic control system, some of which is using decades-old technology. This comes after recent crashes and technical failures. CBS News senior transportation correspondent Kris Van Cleave joins us now. And Kris, Duffy laid out an ambitious plan. Help us understand the details of it.
Well, John, it would be nothing short of remarkable if the secretary is able to pull this off in the 3 to 4 year timeline laid out. You're talking about 6 new air traffic control centers, something that hasn't happened since the 1960s, as well as replacing air traffic control towers and TRACON facilities. 4,600 sites would see their telecommunication systems upgraded, replacing those copper wires like the one we hear failed and kicked off the situation at Newark we've been dealing with for the last 2 weeks, replaced with fiber optics, satellite, and wireless. Talking about 25,000 new radios, as well as 600 new radar sites to replace aging systems that are basically at the end of their life. And he wants to do much, if not all of this, within 2 to 3 years.
How's he going to make that happen, Kris, and help people understand what that kind of a timeline, how fast that is? Because they might think, well, gee, given all the issues in air travel, is there any way it can go faster?
Yeah, you know, some of this work probably could be done fairly quickly if you can source the 25,000 radios you need, if you can source the radar systems. Building new buildings, new centers, that could take more time. Duffy says he's going to go to Congress and basically ask for an emergency appropriation for as much of the money as he can get to start these projects. He also wants them to waive a lot of the permitting and the red tape that would slow down a construction project so they can essentially start immediately. An outside group made up of many of the stakeholders that use the aviation system put the price tag at a minimum of $30 billion. Right now, Congress is talking about money about half that.
Kris, let's imagine he could get everything he wants. Is it still realistic what he's suggesting?
Well, you know, certainly implementing it could be challenging. You'd be talking about trying to change the engines on one of these airplanes while you're flying them.